So, you need to get something off your chest? You need to vent about something? You need to talk about your bad boss or your bad wife or your bad husband? Come on this way. Hi, my name is Daryl Phillips, and this is a bipolar perspective presented to you by Noir Apologia Gaming. We've been talking about the precepts, the soup that we're making. The idea of making something isn't just about the making of it. You have to use it, right? Now check this out. I'm new at these videos, okay? They are going to get better. I trust me on that. I'm doing everything I can to learn everything I can. And this, what I'm doing right here, is the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever had to do because I hate looking at my face. It's really not a joke about that. I've never been a out front person like that. I've always had leadership skills, but just not that. That's just, I don't know, just some fear of mine that I never had been able to overcome until recently. But like I told you last week, I want to do this more than I'm scared of doing this. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, do you see what I just did there? That's what we're talking about this week. That's called venting. It's called getting something off your chest that's on your mind that you need for people to know about you, that you're feeling about something. That's venting. What I just did was venting. And I meant every word. That wasn't a show. That's what you have to do it. And let me make sure this is very clear. There's rules to this, okay? First, you can't be throwing stuff at people, okay? No hitting people, none of that. And understand that the person you're talking to, you have to know that you trust them. What I mean is, you may say some things that are pretty effed up. You may have one of those days, especially if you have a mental disorder, especially if you really do have bipolar disorder, where you go, God, I want to die today. You know what? I've never met a person that has ever committed suicide. Or I've never heard of a person, not met a person, obviously if they commit suicide, they're dead, but I've never known a person to tell a person that they're going to die and they actually do it. That's a problem with me. I have a problem with anybody reporting a person for venting. If I say, God, I want to kill my boss. Really? How many of you have ever said that? You know you've said it. And you know, God, or come home and my boss is a B. Or F my boss. How many of you have said about your wife or husband? Think about that. Do you really plan on killing your husband or wife? No. No. That's venting. Everybody knows what that is. But we live in a strange world today, and words can get you in deep trouble. So be careful who you vent to, because you don't want them reporting you to the police. You don't want them taking you to the hospital thinking you're about to commit suicide, because people that actually want to commit suicide, they're not going to tell you they do it because they know that you'll report them. They know. They have a plan, and then they know. They'll just do it. People that are suicidal, and I'm not saying that people that are suicidal don't threaten death. I'm saying that people that feel like that just want to get it off their chest, that they're begging for help. They're not actually trying to kill themselves. So locking them, in my opinion, that's just my view, locking them up in a hospital is not the answer. It's not the answer. And so you have to be careful who you have to know the person. Okay, so let me tell you. this is really important to me because, like, like I've said before, 15 years ago, I was broken, shattered, gone. See you later. Bye bye. I was waiting to die. All right? And I met someone very special, someone who I'm not going to mention her name because I've been with her for 15 years, but she has a job where, you know, she can't really, I can't be advertising her name on here. She can get in trouble. But she has hard days. We do this here. So, like, the rule of this house is, and also with my business partner who's staying with us, we go outside. When she comes home, we go outside and she gets to vent about her job. We don't let it come inside. We don't. None of us. We don't let it come inside because it's wrong to do so. It's wrong to have that kind of cess in your house, in your personal life, especially after work. So you get it off your chest, and she lets me get my stuff off my chest. And an example of something for me is I am in a lot of pain sometimes. A lot of pain. Now she is too, but I'm not going to talk about that. I am in a lot of pain sometimes, especially since 2013. Since I almost died, then my stomach pain gets so excruciating sometimes. It's debilitating. For days I have to stay in bed and I have to be in the fetal position because it's the only thing I can do. I'm so weak because I can't eat. And it's so frustrating. I get so frustrated. I cry sometimes because I feel like this is never going to get done. Like, this is just, sometimes it's just an idea, right? I mean, I know that I am getting it done, but in my mind at the time. And so what I will do is I will think about, I try to think about what I'm going to be doing next when the pain is over. But usually what happens is I go outside when I'm able to go outside and I vent because it's terrible for me. And it can really make me depressed. Like, it can really make me down. It can make me, it's like, God, what's the point? Why am I doing this? Like, I want to help, but man, well, that's also venting. So it doesn't just necessarily have to work or something like that. Now, what if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or maybe just a friend? They make you mad. They hurt your feelings. Well, maybe your friend that hurt your feelings isn't one of those friends that wants to hear that kind of thing. Well, you just don't tell them. Well, you do have to tell them, but first you might want to vent. Because if you're going to scream and shout at somebody, you're not getting anything accomplished. So the first thing that needs to happen is you need to scream and shout at somebody so you can get that stuff off of that cess. It's like this pool of stuff inside you. Every one of you have felt that. I don't care if you're normal or not. I don't care if you've been diagnosed with mental disorder. You felt that before, right? It's just getting that off your chest. And then that goes into the next precept. That goes into why the next precept is important. Okay? And we'll discuss that in the next video. As far as this one's concerned, think about this. If you don't have somebody that you trust to do this, that's probably also a time you need counseling. I don't have a problem with counselors. I got a problem with people who think that the solution is meds all the time. They just drug them up and they'll be fine. No, your emotions may be fine with lithium, but you know what's not going to be fine? Your life still ain't going to change. How is lithium helping your homelessness? How is lithium helping you? How was lithium going to help me get off the streets at the time? But then you think normally. You weren't thinking normally because you weren't thinking normally. Yes, your emotions, that bipolar doesn't make you, I hate the word crazy. I really do. I just really do. I think it's no different than calling, I mean, everybody has this thing about calling people names. I'm no different than name calling for me. I mean, it's like fat shaming, You're crazy. Okay. I've been diagnosed with crazy. Well, you're talking to a crazy guy then. However, See, I just vented again. Just can't stand it. Sorry. But it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if you don't do it, you cannot fill your, you cannot begin to fill your house with good things. You can't take advice from somebody. That's the next video. It's about taking advice. How are you taking advice from somebody if you're still thinking, I want to kill that boss of mine? Think about it. So, there you go. And so, we'll end that for this video this week. But think about that. Venting. Remember, no violence. Sometimes it's violent with words, and that's why you got to choose the right person. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to beat the ever-loving crap out of somebody that's trying to help you either. So there's a fine line there, okay? And again, tell me your stories. Vent to me. If you don't have anybody to vent to, seriously speaking, vent to me, man. That's what the comment. Go on Twitter once. How many of y'all ever vented on Twitter before, or on your Facebook page? Yes, you have. Y'all have. We all have. It's, I hate this person. Blah, 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 blah. You know how it is. That's okay. That's what the comment section is for. Vent to me. Tell me, hey, dude, you got the ugliest looking eyeballs you've ever seen. Well, that's not nice, and I don't appreciate it. I think I like my eyes. Thank you very much. And I like my glasses. Thank you. But anyway, but yeah, venting. So just think about that. Think about that when you come home from work or whatever it is. If you don't have somebody, if your wife don't want to hear it either, hey, get on here, talk to me, man. Or Chica, talk to about your husband. I don't care. And then that goes in the next one for next week. Stay tuned. Remember, leave comments below. Like and share, subscribe, and all that other happy horse stuff that you need to do to follow and make sure you follow this stuff. All right? Be good. May the Lord of Light bless you in all things. All things. Have a good night. Be safe. I had bipolar disorder and PTSD, and I was in that position. I was a broken man 15 years ago, and I fixed my life. And everybody talks about changing this world, and so forth and so on, and everybody talks and talks and talks, and they never do anything about it. Well, here I am. I'm going to do something about it. I'm tired of the misconceptions about mental disorder. I'm tired of the directions that some people try to give to people with real problems in life. Really examine your life. Want to without knowledge is ignorance. If you don't know what it's going to take, if you don't know why you're doing things, why you want to change your life, there is no there's no point to it. I want to create desire in you to change your life, especially if you have been abused, if you have been told all your life you're a loser. You should examine why that is. I was a loser. You understand? Like 15 years ago, I really was. You do need advice. You can't have just one set of eyes on your life. You have to have perspective, and you might not want to hear it. Do you think I wanted to hear that I was a loser? I didn't even want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. That's why I drank so much. Good Lord, I was an alcoholic because of it. I didn't want to deal with life. So check this out. Like, I didn't believe in myself. I hid myself for so long. I don't want other people feeling like that. I know what it feels like to be you. I really do. But you don't have to be.